Saturday the 22nd of March. I just want to show you quickly around the greenhouse, and the reason I'm doing this so early in the morning is because I've got some beautiful sunlight in the greenhouse, and it's going to be a miserable day apparently. I've just had a gorgeous bath. I'm just going to show you my windowsill as it is, or as it should be. You can see everything's outside. The wife's going to really be happy. I've just had a gorgeous coffee. I don't know if people do coffee. I've made homemade marmalade and some homemade bread. I toasted it. Absolutely beautiful. Right guys, listen, let me show you around quickly. Okay, now then, what I want to do, I want to show you my broad beans first. I'm just hardening these off. They're probably going to go out in a week or two, and it gets a bit warmer. My tarragon has started to grow back. That's a hardy perennial that when you cut it back in winter, it starts to grow back. If you can just see that there, you might not get it with the light. And the broad beans looking really good. Show you my herb section. Okay. Looking wonderful again. The fennel is flying up. Sage, some rosemary. I'll keep the rosemary in a pot. The thyme's looking good, oregano, and the mint is just started popping through. Okay, these are my Nero di Toscana and my Romanov summer red cabbages. I keep these outside because last time they kept dying off when I kept them in the greenhouse. The gooseberries, blackberries, they're all looking okay. There's a raised bed going to go on there soon. And my girls, I built them a little perch. I was talking to Mark over in Allotments. He has his roof covered. I think he put plastic on it. This is Armani's, Mark. I was trying to explain it to him. So if I just show you, it's just literally netting, the wire netting on the top. You've got to be careful when you cover because of the feet. They get an infection on the feet when the ground isn't moist, as it were. You know, they've got to have it open, I think, so maybe if you opened it up a little bit. But that's up to you. I'm not an expert. I don't do flowers, but I just want to show you these, what I do. I like lilies. I'm a lily man, and I keep all my lilies in pots, and they're just starting to pop through. Nothing happening with the strawberries. A few green leaves are coming on, nothing much. Right, now then, this is what I wanted to show you. By the way, have you seen how clean my greenhouse is? Let me see if I can get you a shot. How clean it actually is. Spotless. I got some soapy water and some J's fluid, and I give it a good clean, and it's absolutely spotless. I can't believe the difference, and I never thought it was dirty. I've got a load of wood from the allotment. Looks like an alpine scene, doesn't it? Right, let me show you what is going on in here. This is all the stuff that now I bring all this in on a night. It all comes back in because I don't think it's hardy enough to stay out. Okay, so let me talk you through it first. Peppers, I think these peppers are going to need potting on. They're getting a little bit too big for the pots, but I'm really happy with them. Aubergines, again, they might need potting on. Cucumbers, chilies. Now then, I've put a raised bed in my greenhouse, so I don't think I'm going to need all these chilies because I was growing them in pots last year. So we'll see if we need them or not. They'll always get used. Flat leaf parsley, 8 of. Curly parsley, 8 of. Now I've been putting these out in the day, but because it's going to be a little bit miserable today, I thought I'd better leave them in. I've got some 4 lots of dill at the back, which is going to go up there with the herbs in the herb bed, and I've got my celeriac on the go as well. Tiny little things at the moment, the celeriac. Right, now then, let me move some of these chilies. Oh! Leaks in my trusty Chateauneuf de Pape wine box that my sister-in-law gets from Costco. Thank you, Michelle, a big mention. They've not started coming through yet, but I'm sure they will. But I tell you what, if you can ever get hold of these boxes, they really do come in handy. I mean, I store a lot of stuff in them. You know, you can store veg in them over winter. I've been putting my chicory in them. Right, let me show you why I'm doing this video. I wanted to show you most of the stuff I've got going as well, and plus it's because it's such a beautiful morning. But I wanted to show you a little experiment that I'm doing. Now, for those people who've been watching me for a while, you'll know that I grow my tomatoes in 50% compost. Once I've pricked them out and put them into the little 3-inch pots, in there is 50% compost and 50% vermiculite. So it's half and half. You mix it in a big, now you can see how dry that is. I don't think that you should be, you think it should be too wet. You compost in your tomatoes. Now, so what I've done, I have sown one in 100% compost, one in 75% compost and 25% vermiculite, and obviously these are the ones that are in 50-50. Now then, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to see the difference. And that's the one that's just in compost, 75-25 and 50-50, and you can see the difference. I mean, I can even pick, if you want, the small, which I think is the smallest tomato plant out of them all, and you'll still see a difference between all three of them. So I think it's worth a go. People who've just started growing tomatoes, I think it's definitely worth a go, that when you pot them on, 50% vermiculite and 50% compost, and you can see the difference. And it is, when you put them in, you realise, you can't believe how light they are, and you think that's never going to work. But I've done that for the last 3 years, and it's worked without fail. Okay, and I've started some lettuces in trays for the first time. It's the first time I've ever done this, so I'm assuming I just leave them in there and then prick the bigger ones out and plant them out. I'm not sure, so if anyone can help me on that. Right then, okay, so that's a view in the greenhouse and the great tomato experiment. I hope you've got all that, because the sun's now getting a little bit too bright. Okay guys, speak to you all soon.